If we are not recognized as human in civil society, then that means that we're still seeing the like effects of chattel slavery
Yeah.
hundreds
Yeah.
of years later because of the we're still not recognized as that.
Yeah.
We're still
Yeah.
seeing majority of the populations in jails of Black people when we only make up, I don't know, 13% of the United States
Mm-hmm.
population. Like, so thinking about how we are still seen as not human in these ways
Mm.
is pretty interesting. And I say interesting because it's like people would argue progress has been made, right?
Exactly.
And I think that progress in instances, I guess, if we're thinking about policies that have been implemented, but we've also seen policy reform, policy repeal in regards where we felt like we made progress, and we've also seen shifting of like the pictures of the storybook may have changed, but the narrative always stays the same,
Mm.
and that's like a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're not getting lynched anymore in the United States, but like police killings, like
Yeah.
what do we call those? Like, what do
Yeah.
we call like the circulation of those police killings? Like, what are we?
And that actually brings us to our next question. How does reducing learning to a single score, so we're talking about high stakes standardized testing, erase the cultural, linguistic, and intellectual assets students bring? And this question is grounded in a quote from our book on page 68, where it reads, "There is nothing natural about using high stakes standardized testing to measure education. These tests are used to take the very complex and whole process of human learning and turn it into a very unnaturally oversimplified number." And I actually think this is our first example from the quote when from the book when we think about epistemic violence, because we are literally reducing students to a number.
Mhm.
We don't see them within their culture. We don't see them as a human. We don't see them as a complex being that's navigating so many other things outside of what they're learning in class, because all we care about is them getting a number on a test. So